WNY, watercooler.com.
Tell me that your life is awful. You're a clown, Steve. I'm tired of the clown show. Tired of it. You've got a playoff team. You got a team that's won 3 in a row, and you're miserable because you love being miserable because that's what you're
I'm
about.
not scared of the Patriots. I don't think they're any better than us. I think they're old. I think it's just a matter of time before these guys break down. Their quarterback is. There's a reason why no one plays at that age. If he takes one hit, he gets blindsided by Oliver one time, it's a broken clavicle and his career is over. Edelman, old and frail as well. They don't scare me, man. This team doesn't scare me. If our offense can put up 20, we win. It's all game.
Welcome back. WNYWatercooler.com podcast. We got our magnificent host, Steve. That's me. And we got Coast on the line. You guys got to subscribe, rate, review. Just tell your friends, family, neighbors. I mean, we need to spread the word here. This audio is so good.
Yeah. It's great to be back. Things feel right in the world this week. What a difference a week makes again. Team is good.
Yeah, you were crying last week. I thought you were going to have a meltdown. It was so sad.
Yeah, I mean, I stick by what I stick by. I stick by pretty much. I stick by most of what I said last week. Can't blow conference games, division games that you should have won. A lot of the reason why I was so upset last week is I just really thought we were going to lose to Baltimore. But
we should have.
We got it. We got the job done, which sort of cancels. And Miami's like in shambles now. I mean, so much has changed. So much has changed since the last week.
We recorded before the Thursday night game. So, A, the Dolphins lost, and B, they lost their quarterback, and they lost all credibility. So,
yeah, exactly. And we didn't plan on starting there, but everything
you
about
have plans?
Not usually. Me? Rarely.
That's why I'm the host.
The coach, like, getting all emotional and saying he saw the play. I don't want to hear it from anyone in that organization. The guy clearly shouldn't have been back in that game. And for him to play 4 days later, I mean, it's sad for Tua, but that's karma.
Well, I mean, I don't know about karma, but I mean, the whole thing is just very strange to me. What is
fire the doctor?
Tua's not going to get hit. I mean, the guy's
exactly.
He's a lefty, and he's a small dude.
They fire the surgeon, the quote independent neurosurgeon. They fire him because he made a bunch of errors. I mean, what do you do? The guy's back there for a half hour. They asked, he missed like a drive. He was literally out of the game for like 30 minutes. How much of an evaluation can they do? Everyone watched the play. Were they like, where are you? Like, how many fingers? Like, what kind of stuff did they even ask? Like, oh, you're good to go. I mean,
well, like, I mean, of course, we wanted Teddy Two Gloves to stay in there, but I mean, you just could see that he was concussed. I mean, it's obvious. I was shocked when he was coming back out in the third quarter of that game, and then he plays 4 days later, Thursday night. You're already at a disadvantage, and the guy, I don't know. I mean, they said they checked them all week, but whatever. The Dolphins are fucked. I mean, their season's probably over.
And it's just. It probably is. So anyways, point being that it's a lot different now. Obviously that win over Baltimore was huge, changes everything. That is a team that I think is pretty good, and they're going to be there on the end, and we have the tiebreaker over them. And obviously Kansas City ends up looking like a juggernaut, but we play them in 2 weeks, so we'll see.
Well, yeah, I mean, the KC game, they I was shocked. They destroyed their defense. But the beginning of the game, they come out, recover the fumble on the opening kickoff, and then they score a touchdown 2 plays later. And then either it was late first or second quarter, Tampa's driving to tie the game, they fumble it, and then she score again, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird game, and those things change the entire game. So, but their offense did look good in the first half.
Yeah, I mean they're getting it to Pacheco, they're getting it to. I mean, Kelsey's basically unstoppable. So if they find these receivers open, you're not going to stop them.
Which I don't understand how, like, I mean, when we play them, it's like, what's your game plan on defense? Like, literally, like, just stop Kelsey. Like, are we really going to get beat by Juju Smith-Schuster? I mean, Kelsey's obviously that good, and Andy Reid is that good to scheme him open constantly. But I just feel like without him, they're not that's their biggest main weapon by a mile. And it seems like no one can ever take it away. Yeah,
I mean, I thought that they were going to take a step back with Hill gone, but
they still might. They look bad 2 games out of 4.
Yeah, that was a huge revenge game, which I mean, you hear the announcers talking about these games midway through the game. Oh, they had this circled for 2 years. Well, why did no one tell me that? Like, at 6 p.m. so I could have freaking put a huge wager on the Chiefs. Some of this stuff, it seems obvious, but then they're like later on, like, oh yeah, well, they were hyping this game up. Like, thanks guys. So just laughing at each other's unfunny fucking jokes, saying stupid idiot. I hate announcers. National Football League.
Yeah, I think there's something to it though. Revenge games. I mean, I think Tennessee.
Yeah, no, that stuff is real. I think.
Yeah,
definitely in college, but NFL.
That Tennessee game. You think we didn't have a little extra? I mean, you could say the same thing about this game coming up Sunday, but anyways, there's a lot to talk about in this Ravens game. Where should we start?
Well, you were suicidal at halftime, or
no, midway through the second quarter. I thought our defense, I was pissed at. So our defense, they've allowed 7 points in the second half this season. And no one would debate that they were really good against the Rams and the Titans. The Dolphins, I didn't think our defense was good in that game. And I know we were super banged up. The Dolphins were on the field. We talked about it all. 39 plays. They scored 3 touchdowns. I know one was a short drive. And that one play cost us the game, basically. So I was a little bit already annoyed with them. And then the first, quarter and a half of this game, they were terrible. Terrible.
Well, I agree they weren't that good in the Miami game, and they were only out there for a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, it came down to that 3rd and 22, and then maybe 1 or 2 other plays. Well, I mean, it would have all changed if friggin' 58 could have caught that one ball. But
exactly. But then this Ravens game.
Oh, yeah, you're bitching about the defense, which I didn't understand that. I disagree.
They were garbage. Make a stop. We have one of the worst red zone defenses in the NFL. I looked that up. It seems like our defense in important situations struggles. And we got the stop at the end, obviously, but we're giving up touchdowns on 70% of red zone trips this season. It's like towards the bottom league, 24th or 25th in the league in red zone defense. And we gave them a short field. Just can we hold them to 3 once? So that's all I'm asking. We did hold them to 3. When they get 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals their first 4 drives, I just didn't think the whole team seemed like we were sleepwalking in the first quarter and a half. But then, they turned it on. Milano, Edmonds, Poyer. I mean, these guys were animals after that.
Yeah, I almost want to say that Edmonds looks good this year. It's kind of weird to say considering I hate him, but
and now he's on the injury report with a hamstring, so that's about right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Wednesday's injury reports don't mean too much, but this team is it's coming back to haunt us or something. That these injuries just.
Normally, I don't really. I'm with you, but hamstring. Like Jordan Phillips, all of a sudden he's on the injury report with a hamstring. He missed 2 games. Who knows when he's going to be back? I don't know. I just had no idea Edmonds was even hurt at all. Poyer didn't practice today. He's probably just getting the day off. But man, Poyer made some plays. But Jackson, that fourth down play, which we could talk about, that guy was wide open, and he just missed them.
Well, yeah, I'm guessing that wasn't his primary target, or it clearly couldn't have been his top two targets. But yeah, he was wide open.
I mean, the guy who was a Duvernay back there, I would think that would be like his second target on the play besides Andrews. I mean, the guy broke open to the corner immediately. And I mean, that's just the difference between like Lamar and a guy like Josh Allen, who
one doesn't.
I thought it was, very obvious who the superior player was. Not even comparable.
Why does Josh Allen whine so much?
I don't know. I love it though. Get the call.
Yeah, next time he's going to complain that he was hitting in the face mask or the helmet, and they're going to bench him for the rest of the game.
Bench him?
The refs, yeah. Well, you got a concussion, you're out. He needs to shut the fuck up and stop
he's
whining.
Got to be careful about that.
Yeah,
dude. What quarterbacks don't whine when they get hit? We just want him to be a unicorn. I mean, he basically is a unicorn, but Brady makes a living about Mahomes. I've seen Mahomes do it all the time. Like these guys, they all want to get the calls.
You can politic for a flag once in a while, but he seems to do it a lot, a real lot.
Good. Get the 15.
Well, we did get the benefit of that one bullshit flag. I mean, gave us the win. Basically,
gave us the win.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was first down. It was first down.
It would have been second down.
It would have been second down. Second down. The team hadn't stopped us in a half. So it's a leap.
We scored once in the second half before that.
What are you talking about? We had 3 drives. We had a touchdown and a field goal and a punt in the 3 drives before that. And our 4 drives before that were touchdown, field goal, touchdown. And then we had the punt after the Poyer pick.
How many touchdowns do you have us scoring in this game? Wasn't it 20-10 at half?
Yeah, we scored a touchdown at the end of the second quarter. We got the ball third quarter. We got a field goal. Got the ball again, scored a touchdown, tied it up. Got the ball on the Poyer pick, punted. And then got the ball after the Jackson pick and drove down for the field goal. They stopped us once in whatever that is, 4 or 5 drives.
We had 4 possessions in the second half, you're saying? I'm going to double check that.
Yeah, four possessions in the second half. So we had 5 possessions starting with the last drive of the second quarter. We scored 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, and obviously the field goal to win the game. Yeah, so they couldn't stop us. They couldn't stop us. So I'm not going to sit here and say that we wouldn't have gotten a first down after that roughing the passer. But the roughing the passer, the announcer even said it. Like, I agree with you. It was soft as hell. And if I was a Ravens fan, I'd probably be pissed. But I would be pissed. But the guy who hit him, did slow down, knew the ball was thrown, and then still hit him, accelerated into him. It just was. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, it was a bad play by him. There was no need to even touch him. So, but
yeah, it was field goal, touchdown, punt, field goal. Yeah, I don't know how you know this stuff.
Did I watch the game?
Well, they couldn't stop us, but the drive before that, we had 3 plays for minus 11 yards.
It was a very bizarre. It was like a weird. I felt like it was
strange. It's strange. They couldn't stop us. Huh?
Yeah, they stopped us once in 5 drives. You're right. Once in 5 drives. So.
And then Allen didn't turn the ball over, surprisingly.
Surprisingly. He's got 4 turnovers on the season.
James Cook sucks. He's horrible. Why? What is this guy doing on our team?
So I turn on GR Monday morning. First thing I hear is an entire 25-minute segment on why we need to play James Cook more. Why would we want to play him more? He screws up every time he's in the game. Oh, you got to keep giving the ball. No, you don't have to.
Well, I wrote down
It's just
this is before Tavon Austin asked to be cut, which, if I was him, I'd want to get out of here too. But I had bench him for Tavon or Duke Williams, but now Tavon Austin's gone, so
yeah. I have no need to play. If everyone's healthy, I have no need for Cook to be active. I mean, he's obviously not proving it in practice either. Like, you don't just play a guy to play him. He fumbles, he drops passes, like he's not doing anything. So why do we have to? We don't have to just force him in there. He's a rookie. I mean, if he can figure it out by the second half of the season, that's huge. We don't need to force him in there.
what is Brandon Bean? I really need to know what Brandon Bean does Thursday nights and Friday mornings on the draft weekend, because the guy is really not with it with these second round picks. It's incredible. It's strange.
Cook, Epineza, Boogie Basham.
Jesus.
Oh, just the second round you're talking? Yeah, I guess I can't really. He's been he's been nailing the other rounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Shakir, he has 2 catches in his career, so
He might get some more work now, Shakir.
oh, maybe. Yeah. I mean, our shitty punt returner, which we might actually miss him punt returning, but receiving, he did nothing really. Why are we just nickel and dime, dink and dunk? What happened to this offense? I thought we were supposed to be like dynamic.
They are dynamic.
I've been bitching about it. I've been bitching about it since the second quarter.
They're the best offense in the league.
Yeah, but like explosive.
You don't like the way it looks. It's not exciting enough for you. It
looks. It's like excruciating. Like the Chiefs don't seem to like struggle with like.
That's what the Chiefs do.
25 play drives.
That's what the Chiefs have been doing.
We have nobody that's explosive on this offense except Diggs.
That's what the Chiefs have been doing. Who's explosive on the Chiefs? Nobody. Pacheco? Give me a break. If that's what the Chiefs are running the ball. Mahomes, they were so amazing against Tampa. He threw for like 230 yards in the game. It's just different. They're playing differently. And these defenses are giving them shit, and they're just taking it. And typically it'll set up big plays. It did against the Rams. It did against the Titans. It didn't against Miami and Baltimore.
It didn't in the last 2 games.
Yeah, but you're not throwing bombs in sideways rain in the second half.
My God. It was a drizzle.
The third quarter was pouring. Were you watching the game or not? I think you said you watched with your kids and you were sober, so maybe you were out of your element.
Yeah, I probably remember too much of these games. That's the problem. But no, it was not pouring.
It was pouring.
I wouldn't characterize it as pouring.
Fourth quarter wasn't as bad. Third quarter was pouring. When they showed when they zoomed in on after Allen's rushing TD,
they zoomed in on the camera.
It was pouring in the third quarter. Pouring.
It's like half a mile away. I mean, yeah, there was. They showed the upright, and there's some water dripping off it, I guess.
I mean, you don't just force the ball downfield. When the plays will be there. We made plenty of big plays this season. I would bet that we're one of the tops in the league in like plays 20 yards or more.
I can almost guarantee we're not, but we need a receiver. I know that.
Well,
McKenzie's he's going to be out. He said that was the hardest hit he's ever taken. He's going to be out in a couple of weeks.
I bet you he plays Sunday. He was on the practice field today, wasn't he? I don't know. Everyone's like extra sensitive now about it, so who knows? But he didn't get like. I mean, maybe was he like out, kind of knocked out? I can't remember.
Who?
McKenzie.
Yeah, he got a concussion.
He's in concussion protocol. Did he get like knocked out on the hit? I can't remember if he was like out, like Tua out.
Well, no, he was laying there for a while, but then he jogged off the field. But that to me didn't, he took a knee right to his head when he went down. He got tackled by like 2 dudes. To me.
Oh, if he was like knocked out, then he probably, I don't know. But
he's out.
The fact that he was on the practice field today. Crowder, he'll probably never play again for us. Shakir's going to take over his spot. Shakir made 2 nice plays. He did. He made 2 nice plays. That's what you do when you get an opportunity. These people complaining about Cook. People complaining about him. Shakir got an opportunity. He made 2 big plays. 2 big plays, Shakir. 2 for first downs. So, he made the most of it. He was good in the preseason, and he deserves a shot. If McKenzie's out, he'll get a big opportunity.
Well, yeah. What are you, his aunt? I mean, what are you? He's going to get on the field. I mean, we don't have any other bodies. Gabe Davis. I don't know what that guy's problem is. He's like a zombie out there. He can't catch for dick, and he's
injuries.
Well, if he's hurt, he's hurt. Then why is he playing? I mean, he was useless.
Guys. Yeah, he's been useless for 2 games. I mean, they need him out there. I don't know. Maybe he still provides value as a decoy and blocking. But he can't run pass routes right now. Hopefully it's just the injury. I mean, he was good week 1, so there's no reason to think that it's anything but his injury situation. So, but he practiced and he was full participant today, wasn't he? So hopefully that is good. A good sign. So Poyer's got a rib injury now. Oh my God. Never seen so many injuries in my life.
Yeah, Poyer had X-rays, but then they said he said he was fine afterwards.
Yeah, so
are
he's
you a
just
dog kennel? What the?
I just walked by a yard and dogs are pissed.
Jesus Christ, your neighborhood has a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
So, cool. Allen has the 15th most. Wait. He has the 15th most 20-plus yard completions.
Okay.
Well, who do you think is first in the league?
Geno Smith.
No, Geno's not. He's behind Allen.
Where's Mahomes on that list?
5th. It's Jared Goff. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is 2nd.
Yeah, so but that's because so Wilson's probably just like throwing deep all the time, but there's zero efficiency, and they suck. They suck. Goff, they've been lighting it up. They lead the league in points. It's strange. But
Allen's 6th at 40-plus yard completions.
Yeah, you take what the defense gives you, and Brady made a career out of doing this. And then they'll eventually have to change what they're doing if you're efficient, and then you burn them. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to pick these teams apart. We never punt. Our punter doesn't even have enough punts to qualify for punting stats.
Well, it's only 4 games. I mean, I'm sure he'll get there.
Well, you have to have, it's like a per game. You have to average I forget what it is. You have to average some number of punts per game to qualify, and he's not.
What are you on the punt stat committee?
No, someone tweeted it.
Oh, I'm sure that's a reputable account.
It was
probably Jay Sikorsky. He blocked me.
Probably not the only one. But our offense has been efficient. We don't punt. I love what they're doing on offense.
Wow, man, you really you're like a water bat. It's just always like moving around. You can't be pinned down. Your takes just change so much from week to week. It's incredible.
I know, but that's never wavered on the offense. What are you talking about?
I mean, you love this offense that scored 20 points, 24 points. I mean, that's jeez.
23 points in a rainstorm. The Ravens were like one of the highest scoring offenses in the league. They only scored 20 at home, man. It wasn't a game that was going to you're not putting up 1 million points in that type of weather. I know we hate acknowledging weather, but.
Well, you love weather. I mean, you love it. You're obsessed with it. I mean, yeah, when you can't run the ball with a running back, I guess.
Yeah, we've been complaining about that for years.
Our only good play is Allen with these bootlegs and shit.
Did you tell on that touchdown drive in the second quarter that Allen was just, it's like he flipped the switch?
Well, I
could tell.
No, I don't know what that means really, but
it was like the Tampa game. He's like, I'm just going to put this team on my back and we're going to win. That's basically what it felt like. And then it happened. It was great.
Well, we just stopped turning the ball over because
The guy is unbelievable. I mean, he's unbelievable.
he's believable. He's very
Unbelievable. I've never seen a better football player, honestly, in my entire life. I can't believe we get to watch him every Sunday. Well, I never saw him Sweetness live.
You follow half the games on Gamecast. You don't even watch the game.
I've watched every play. What are you talking about? Gamecast. I've never paid to watch a Bills game on Gamecast. Get out of here.
It's just following the dots on the screen. I missed the second quarter against Titans. Or no, yeah.
Yeah, because you were complaining about not getting a game day program.
No, because they don't take cash at the beer stand.
Oh, yeah, that too.
They never called me back. I gave them my phone number.
Because they probably don't care.
Well, then why'd they ask for my phone number? I wrote it down.
Do you have the ability to pay without cash?
I mean, I do. Not everyone does. I brought cash to the game. That's what I wanted to use.
Did you bring an alternative form of payment?
Well, I have debit and credit cards, but all right. So, who has more career passing yards, Blake Bortles or Josh Allen? Because our boy Blakey, he retired today.
I saw that. So Allen's got 9, 12, probably 13, 14. Allen's probably got about like 14.5 or ish, and maybe 15. Bortles, I feel like he's played in the league a while. He had a couple of. I would say Bortles. I would say it's pretty close, actually. I would say Bortles maybe by a hair.
Bortles has 17,649 yards passing, 103 TDs.
Yeah.
Allen, 15,341 and 113.
Yeah, Bortles played
78 games. Joshy Poo played 65.
So Bortles had a couple of years there where he threw for a ton of yards. Didn't he have a couple he had to have had a couple?
Yeah,
4,000 plus.
he's like analogous to Allen. They both get to one
AFC
one AFC championship game where they embarrassingly choke when they had a lead.
Nah, we got our asses kicked. The refs beat the Jags. We got our ass beat.
Yeah, you're right. Allen
wasn't even comparable.
Allen couldn't fill Bortles' AFC championship shoes. You're right.
Wasn't that his only playoff appearance? What's his career win-loss?
Well, I mean, Jacksonville somehow is a worse franchise than Buffalo, so it's not a QB stat anyway.
But it would be if it was better than Allen's.
Well, it might be. Let's see here. He's 24 and 49. That's not too good.
Oh, that's worse than I thought.
He had 3 years. He was 3-10, 3-13, 3-9. I mean, that's hard to bounce back from. The year they went to the AFC Championship game, they were 10-6 that year. Yikes!
They had to have won their division.
Well, it's
that's
the AFC
year,
North or the AFC South. No one has ever has more than 10 wins.
That's the year they beat us, right? That has to be the year they beat us. Yeah, it's got to be the year they beat us. That game was a joke.
Yeah, it was
losing to
beat us. He
Bortles.
ran for 98 yards on us.
I remember that. I do remember that.
Good. I'm glad you do because it was our first playoff game in 17 years. So
they scored one touchdown and it was on a 4th down
to a fullback. Yeah, we were all watching the game.
I
was at least. I don't know if
it was. Of course, I was. The fact that we made the playoffs that year was ridiculous. 0-7 against playoff team, or we scored 2 touchdowns in 7 games against playoff teams. I'll never forget that. 2 touchdowns in 7 games.
What did you just watch the 2018 Buffalo Bills year?
Nah, I just remember. I just remember that stat, man. It's we scored 1 touchdown against the Falcons, and I'd have to look back. I think we had 1 touchdown against the Saints.
Disappointed you don't know it all.
I can tell you the result of every game that season, I'm sure, but that team was a joke. We used to get excited about Tyrod Taylor. Oh my God. It was a sad state of affairs that was for half my life.
I remember I used to be excited when the team was winning at half. Now we can't even do that.
Weren't we winning it? Oh, are we losing at half 2 straight games?
Yeah, this beloved offense that we have that you like so much. So we're playing against. We only have 5 minutes left. Pittsburgh. I don't know.
Ah.
This over/under is 46.5. The spread's 14. That doesn't really compute to me.
What's that? 23 set 30 to 16.
Pretty much, yeah. Pickett he's a month younger than Tremaine Edmonds. He's a year older than Gabe Davis.
So what is he? 20? Is he 23?
He was born in 98. He has the same birthday as one of my kids, I think. June of 98.
Okay, so he's 23, 24.
Yeah, he's old.
Well, that is old for a rookie.
Watch
throw an
out. He's
incomplete-
wily.
So was Whedon and Winky. Didn't throw an incomplete pass last week.
Yeah, everyone's
Thought I
saying these
heard.
interceptions weren't his fault. He had
One was a Hail Mary.
3 picks. Somehow you throw 3 interceptions and none are your fault. I don't know.
Well, I can say this: he's going to get eaten alive. Guy has no chance. Minimal.
I would pick the Steelers to win the game if they had Watt playing, but since he's out,
You would pick the Steelers to win with a rookie QB at in our barn.
well, let's say we knock Pickett out. Well, Pickett, he's better than he's not really a rookie. I just said he's 24.
He's still a rookie.
he can rent a car.
He played at Pitt.
Yeah, Pitt's pretty good now. Everyone only watches the SEC. I know that you're a real diehard Big 12 fan.
Big.
You've watched one college football game ever, probably, but the ACC is actually not that bad of a conference.
I know.
Quarterback wise,
ACC is loaded.
well, Pickett. I don't know. He's not like a world. He's like Mac Jones to me.
I've never seen him play, so I'll find out Sunday. But just a rookie
Weren't
QB.
they in the ACC championship game last year? What?
I wasn't into it last year. A rookie QB. We've owned rookie QBs. So,
do you have anything to back that up, or you just say that?
Every time we played a rookie QB, they've sucked. Last season, what rookie QBs did we face? Wilson.
We lost to Mac Jones. Yeah, we lost.
We didn't lose to Mac Jones. He threw 3 passes.
Oh, the weather. I forgot. Yeah.
No, he threw 3
Climate
passes.
change. Yeah. That was all he needed.
What other rookies did we play? Davis Mills?
Millsy, yeah, okay. So
Didn't we beat them 40-0?
Well, Mills, he's okay, but Pittsburgh, they have weapons on offense.
Totally. Their receivers are good.
I like their receivers. Freiermuth's good. The running back's
Yeah.
good. But their O-line, I guess, is in shambles. The defense.
Their running back sucks.
Wow.
The receivers are good. Freiermuth's having a good season. Pickett's interesting. Defensively, Minka was out, didn't miss practice today. Watt
he's
out for sure.
Well, when you're on IR, it's tough to play.
Oh, I didn't know if he was back. 4 games. I guess he would have to be still out.
Yeah, it's only week 5.
Yeah. So, and their defense hasn't they lost to the Jets last week.
Yeah, and they're up 10 in the fourth quarter and lose to the Jets, and they're.
Comeback
the Jets are good. They have a good team. They're not good. Their quarterback sucks, but they have a lot of talent, I think. But they're still.
They got good. They got some good young players. Yeah.
Well, we got a minute left, and I don't know. Might be the first home game I missed since 2004. So I'm gripping right now. But
all right, give us with a prediction here.
Well, for some reason, I bet on the Bills minus 14.
Send me your ticket too.
I really regret. Yeah, right. It's in the 200 level. You wouldn't sit there or something.
Oh, end zone. Yeah.
Pickett first start. Tomlin owns us pretty much. He always plays us tough. But I think this should be a blowout. It should be. So I'll say 35-10.
Yeah,
so many terrible towels there. God damn.
They're the 2 games we played them. They have played good defense against us. 3, I guess, if you count the Duck Hodges game.
I do count that game.
So it's gonna be beautiful weather. We're still banged up. they're going to have tough time scoring. I'll go 30-13. I think it's going to be similar to like, I don't know, 30-13 Bills. Under.
Okay, it's gutter hope. All about my bills like Buffalo.
That's about it from Manager's Corner. Go fuck yourself and the fuck with your show coming up next.
We're going to the playoffs and you're going to take out one of our best players because you couldn't take a hit? That's a joke. That's an absolute joke is what it is.
Shit, I'm all about the bills like Thurman Thomas.